As they watched the old Chez Odette's being plucked from its home along the Delaware River in New Hope to make room for the new luxury boutique resort, the River House at Odette's, thousands of cabaret and nightclub fans certainly felt the nostalgia from so many good times they enjoyed there. Odette Myrtil, violinist, singer, vaudeville, Broadway, and film actress, created the club in her own image over the 15 years that she operated the cabaret mecca. Born in Paris, Odette was as happy supervising the creation of her famous French onion soup and escargot in the kitchen as she was at the piano bar, singing and playing her violin for her adoring fans. In fact, she was so popular that local folks even tried to elect her mayor of New Hope in 1965. Odette Myrtil left her namesake restaurant in 1976 and passed away 2 years later in Doylestown. The old place became known as Odette's Restaurant, offering fireside dining along the river, and there was still a piano bar, but only Odette's spirit remained. Early 21st century floods ravaged the fabled cabaret and restaurant, and years of neglect and abandonment left it virtually in ruins. In 2018, after more than 10 years of private, political, and governmental haggling, Odette's has moved. On October 24th, many folks held their collective breath as the 18th century building was moved at snail's pace up River Road to its new location at the northwest corner of New and South Main Streets. Originally called the Van Zandt River House, the building that adopted the soul of Odette Myrtil was built between 1788 and 1794 by Joshua Van Zandt. He was a local businessman and builder who also owned the Van Zandt House at the northwest corner of West Mechanic and South Main Streets. So now the street is bookended by two Joshua Van Zandt buildings. The Van Zandt River House was a critical stopping point for exhausted boatmen who guided their rafts down the river in the 18th century, and later by canal boat workers taking needed produce, lumber, stone, and other goods to Philadelphia. At the River House, they could unwind with food, drink, gambling, maybe a good fist fight before getting some much-needed rest before the next leg of their journey. It is believed that Joshua Van Zandt used the River House to lodge his workers when he was rebuilding Benjamin Parry's Hope Mill, now the site of the Bucks County Playhouse. The mill was destroyed by fire in 1790 and was rebuilt in 1 year. Benjamin Parry renamed it the New Hope Mill, and 46 years later, the historic town of Coryell's Ferry was renamed New Hope. Ironically, the River House is now located on the site where carpenters once built and repaired canal boats nearly 2 centuries ago.